Hello there, Sev from 17 once again, bringing you Chapter 6 in my Killzone 3 Elite Difficulty video walkthrough. And this one's called Scrapyard's Shortcut. And this is an interesting level, this one, because it takes place in a pretty cool environment. There's a couple of newish enemies to take on, and it's you and Rico for pretty much most of it. And then there's kind of the epic momentous ending where you take on this giant trash compactor. And it's also the debut of my favourite gun from Killzone 2 and 3. And anybody who played Killzone 2 will know there was a weapon I think called the bolt gun. And what it was like some kind of piece of machinery, some kind of tool, some like industrial tool that fired explosive darts. And the darts were a one-hit kill. And not only were they a one-hit kill, but afterwards they exploded. So if you missed your target, they blew up and did some residual effect. Well, they make a return on this game, and they are a fantastic weapon. The only problem with it is when they take your reticle away, it's pretty difficult to aim, and it does take a little of getting used to. But if you can get used to it, you have a weapon that will one-shot kill practically most enemies on this game. It's a fantastic gun. It comes with about 20 rounds in its chamber, and if you're near one of the ammo dumps to keep refilling, you can spam it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do because I love it. And it's the only gun on this game that makes this game feel like a satisfying shooter to me, and that's why I try and use it as much as I can. But you don't really find it in many levels, and it's a big shame, because if you did, it would be a lot easier. But maybe that's why. So once you go up there, you'll see the cutscene, and there it is, the bolt gun, the VC-21 or whatever it's called. And as soon as you push around this wreckage, there's going to be sentries inbound. And these sentries will kill you in fractions of seconds. They trim you down so quickly, it's unbelievable. And the best thing to do is to use this metal shelf here for cover. Pop out as soon as they stop moving, and you can get a clear shot on them. Hit them with the bolt gun. One shot from the bolt gun will kill them, because it generally blows up after a few seconds, and they should die. And if it doesn't kill them, Rico will gladly finish them off. But eye it up, shoot your bolt, bolt blows up. See it smoking, there it goes. Nice easy kill. When that dies, two more will spawn, here they come. Exact same strategy for these, just wait for them to stop, fire your bolt, bolt will clean them up. There's his pal, wait for him to stop, hit him with the bolt gun, there he goes. So now that you've cleaned all those guys out, make sure you go and get your refill, and as you push forward there's going to be some Helghast that will spawn. And for some reason at this moment in time, I'm stuck in cover and I'm using my assault rifle, and this is at the part where I'm not thinking let's just fire the bolt gun at everything, and instead I end up shooting the barrels behind them, which are the electrical ones, and it works for me anyway. But from now on, now you have that bolt gun, there is no excuse not to use it on every single thing you see, because towards the end of this level I'm gonna be like a fucking bolt gun extraordinaire. I am shooting everybody with it, I am whoring it like a dirty whore, and I enjoy every minute of it, and I implore you to do the same, because it's whatever works when you play a game on its hardest difficulty. It's not what's graceful, it's not what looks stylish, it's what works. And the bolt gun almost certainly works. In fact, I would say hold on to it for the rest of this level. The reason being is you're going to take on one of the heavy shock troopers, and he's the guy that when you shoot him in the helmet he turns around and you have to shoot his battery pack, sorry. And if you've got the bolt gun, he's a piece of cake, because you hit him, it does massive damage, and then the explosion stuns him, and you can just keep shooting him. And if you hit the battery pack with the bolt gun, I think it's like a one bullet kill. I don't get that lucky on my videos, but it still dicks him, and he's so easy with it, it's unbelievable. But when you push through here, a couple more sentries, a couple of guys on balconies, use your environment to your advantage, don't get, in bad lines of sight, and kick some ass. Right there, that dude could see me, I was out in the open and I paid for it. So play intelligently, get out of the way of any grenades, because they love throwing grenades, and just keep peppering dudes, keep taking them down, and once you've killed these guys you can go and plant a bomb on that door. So there we go, you get to play with the 6-axis some more and realise why the thing fundamentally failed, because it's a bag of shit. There you go, bomb is set, run away, detonate that shit, and you can push onwards. And this next section is kind of interesting, because you drop down into a section and there's a bunch of cars piled up, There's also a bunch of the Helghast that rush you, so you need to be really careful because these guys kill you super fast and they love to get in your face. So look at that, I'm a bullet away from dying. Luckily enough, Rico holds them back a little bit, I regenerate my life, and then I can pop back out and finish them off. But you will die very quickly here if they rush you because there's nothing you can do. They do far too much damage and they take far too much damage. So this is a little bit about luck and a little bit about, you know, intelligent placement. But once you've cleaned him up, you can start pushing onwards. Another guy there, clean him up as quickly as you can. Keep taking advantage of the dual mag, which looks awesome. And then you can carry on up here. And this is an interesting section because we're going to be moving towards a crane, and there's a couple of snipers, there's a couple of guys with assault rifles and whatnot, and the main aim here is to push all the way to that crane so that we can get up on it and defend it ourselves. So you'll notice here that I trim a cutscene out because that's what I do, and the next section is pretty simple. There's going to be a couple of sentries that are going to try and rush you, so hit them with your bolt gun. Because it is a one-hit kill, it will destroy them. And I think I missed then, I'm not too sure, but you'll notice he doesn't miss very often, and he really lit me up. Another thing to watch out for here is the snipers, but unfortunately, because of the distance, they can be quite difficult to hit. And that sentry is still there. Did I get him then? Yeah, I hit him that time, and I got rid of him. And you'll notice Rico's just gone down, hence why there's the plus sign on my screen. And across here there's a couple of guys to clean up, so I start shooting with my assault rifle. But you should pretty much always try and get Rico up if you can, because he's a good distraction. If it means going out into the open and there's too many guys, never do it because it's sure suicide. But I knew then that I had a decent enough vantage point and I couldn't be seen by many angles, so I was safe to do it. And then there's a couple of guys over on there next to the crane, so clean them up. Whichever way you want to do so. I should probably still be using the bolt gun here, but I haven't realised that it's still really good at distance once you learn how to shoot it. But just keep shooting, guys, cleaning them up, and once you've pushed down here, it's going to be our turn to defend the crane. And it's a pretty interesting gunfight. Watch out for that sniper, because at this range this gun really fails. It's completely worthless at times. And watch out for these guys because they're always going to try and get on the turrets, and obviously that turret is a lot more damaging than a standard weapon. And then as soon as it starts to quieten, push forward and you should see a couple people spawn. I've put the bolt gun back on. Fire at that dude, but I miss him. The explosion misses him as well. Rico's saying cover me now. I originally thought that meant climb up in a tower with a sniper rifle, but it doesn't. It just means he's a retard. And when you push onwards here, I'm still looking for that guy, but there's the ammo dump. And as per usual, if you find an ammo dump, that means spam your most powerful weapon. And what happens now is he's going to climb up this crane. He's going to start activating the crane, and then a couple of dropships are going to come and start, you know, letting dudes out. And for some reason, it doesn't let you climb the ladder until he's off it. Because two men on ladders is obviously against safety protocol when it comes to guerrilla game design. But you come up here, there's your ammo, there's a sniper if you want to use it. I'm hesitant to pick it up because I can't remember if it goes to a cutscene, and if I lose the bolt gun it's going to make the heavy that's coming up significantly more challenging, and I don't want that because I had a hell of a fight with that guy on Vektan. It wasn't even cool. And right here, this dropship downs me, I think, because I'm trying to shoot it, and you should never ever stay out when the dropship's about. It's kind of like Halo when you're doing when you're doing Firefight on Halo Reach, and the dropships come in, and if you're out trying to spawn kill them, you just get dicked. And it's a shame because I think if you can put yourself into a better tactical situation, you should be able to, you know, get the advantage. And this game has been designed in such a way to punish you for trying to kill the enemy before they even get to you, which is a bit of a shame. But I've switched to the sniper rifle because of the range. You'll notice as soon as he says guys to your left, if you look over to that fence, you can generally kill them without them giving you any problems. If they do get in, they will start climbing the ladders, and if they get up onto this tier with you, they pretty much kill you instantly. It's a really bad situation. And this is where the gunship downs me, because I try and hit it from this range with my rifle. I try and snipe them as they spawn, and it just bursts me. And I pop out again to try and kill some guys, and it bursts me again. Oh, I think it downs me anyway. We'll soon find out. There you go. How fair is that? Killed by something you can't even physically destroy. Awesome. That's like the programmed fire on the D-Day level on Call of Duty 2 on Veteran. How fun was that, getting killed by programmed fire? That wasn't even people shooting, that was just the effect that the level was hectic. So, right now there's going to be a couple of guys spread out here that have just been dropped off, so snipe them as best you can. And what will happen is, another dropship's going to come, and this dropship's really close, and for some reason, it doesn't fire at you. I think if you crouch, you're out of its range. And I swap my gun out to the bolt gun, and I shoot them as they spawn, and this is almost a perfect strategy. There goes one, there goes two, and then I think there's only 2 guys that spawn now, and then you can clean them up at your own leisure. So, make sure you swap back to the bolt gun. The bolt gun is fantastic, and it's going to really help you against the heavy later on. And then just clean up these guys. And now the sentries come in, so if you rush to the back of this crane, you can use these girders for cover, and you can once again utilise the damage of the bolt gun to kick some ass. And there you go, that's one down. There's a second one here playing funny buggers. Hit it with that, good night. Look at that. This, oh god, I love this gun. If you could pick what gun you start with, you know, if you could pick your loadout, I would have this on every fucking class. It's such a good gun, and I think that they've taken it out of the multiplayer, and that's what I really don't understand about these games that have interesting weapons. Makes no sense. But that's the end of the video, guys. I hope it helped. I'll see you in the next section. You take care now.